Hello YouTube, this is Insane Monster with a bit of an update. This update will cover a couple of things. For, for example, the Easter special I have coming up. If you've been on my channel during the holiday seasons, you know that once a month during the holiday seasons for Halloween, uh, Thanksgiving, and New Year's, because I couldn't quite get it all for Christmas, and not everybody out there celebrates Christmas. So, yeah, New Year's. I put out a bunch of videos for each of them. I'm doing the same for Easter. So, yeah, those what ifs will keep to a similar trend if you understand what I mean, given the last couple of holiday specials I've had. But, anyways, the as for anything else to update on besides the holiday specials that I am working on and such, both in story wise and some pre-prep work. So yeah. And for the main lineup and such, and for those that have been asking for one of my what ifs over the others, not understanding how I've actually been running my channel, it seems as though a number of you haven't been watching the update videos to know how I'm running my channel, which is why I'll be putting a very bold, big capital letter font, or you know what I mean, of saying much that would basically tell you must watch and such for this vid. With that being said, let's get to it. First of all, I keep with mainly 6 main what ifs for my main lineup currently, which, if you haven't been paying attention, for Asta would be Cain, son of Igniel, and also it would be the son of King and Deanne one. So there's that. As for Zuko, there is also the Abel, Anti-Venom, and Eliotrope what ifs. Those 6 are part of the main lineup currently. I've recently put a voting poll on my community tab as it happens, which labels the 2 what ifs of what if Asa was the son of Igniel, though on the poll called Dragon Asta and Anti-Venom Deku being the what ifs that I've gotten the furthest into the storyline being. To focus on them for a bit more to get to the point to where I can put them on the back burner for now, so that I can put other what ifs on the main lineup to help progress them. I may have worded it in a way that might have made it hard for others to understand. If you're watching this video, then I recommend you go to the poll and check it out for yourself. Now then, as for anything else regarding this, when, or more like if, the current voting of the poll is changed, then that would mean that I would focus a bit more on what if Asta was the son of Igniel, and what if Deku had anti-venom a bit more, to the point to where I get to where the Dragon Asta one will be to the point a little bit after the whole deal with the elves and the devil is taken care of. As for Anti-Venom Deku, it would be basically after the Culture Fest portion of the series. Once those are taken care of, I can put those on the back burner and put 2 other what ifs in their place to help kind of bump them, get more parts of those what ifs into the lineup and such, because you guys have been very supportive of all my what ifs. I tried to make them pretty crazy. Of course, I don't do what ifs that I don't feel kind of a spark with, that just has ideas flooding into my head. So, yeah. But as for the second part of how this would work, it's actually pretty simple. Right after the poll I put a link to my Discord that went to a certain channel on the server that would be labeled, well, is labeled What If Voting Pool. Now, if you're not familiar with Discord, there is a function that allows you to use emojis to react to different pictures, statements, and such on the boards and such. What I've done is set it up to where only people can react to the thumbnails of the what ifs I've already have parts for. And whichever two what ifs have the most thumbs up reaction for them will be the ones picked in order to replace the two what ifs that will be put on the back burner due to the fact of them being put to a certain level at the story point, to where I can just would probably need to wait for them to make more episodes and such to have more material to work with. As for the current ones of the what ifs that have been given the most thumbs up reactions, which are how I'm tallying the votes. Well, the first one is actually what if Asta had the Blacklight virus? And the next one is what if Deku had the two tails? So, if the voting pool changes by the time after the Easter special I'm setting up, then we'll focus on Anti-Venom, Asta, Anti-Venom, Deku, and Dragon Asta. Get them to a point to where I could hold them off for a bit for more content to be out there for everybody to watch before I make the what ifs. And then, while they're on the back burner, like I said, from the current voting, what if Deku had the two tails, and what if Asta had the Blacklight virus would take their place for the time being. So, with all that said, I do hope that you're looking forward to the Easter special, as well as looking forward to, sorry, to what could happen depending on how the voting poll in my community in my community tab goes, as well as the voting pool that I've been able to set up in my Discord. With that said, I'll be placing another link to the voting poll for the what ifs that could take the place in the two what if slots right after uploading this vid. So, with all that taken care of and stated, hope to see you guys later.